Okay, let me, so tying in with the football theme, which is related to music, I was stunned because during the games yesterday, they announced the Super Bowl halftime performance already. Now, I don't, to my recollection, I don't remember them announcing who the halftime performer is for the Super Bowl until at least like midway through the season. I don't ever remember hearing it announced in week one. But they did yesterday, and guess what, everybody? It was sure as shit not a rock band. It's so funny because we have had some calls to this show, and I've gotten some emails, people saying, hey, you know, what do you think? Is there any shot for AC/DC? Metallica's active. Is there any shot for them? You know, Guns N' Roses is going to do stuff again next year. You think there's any shot for them? Nope, 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 nope. What the NFL has shown us and illustrated to us is that there is absolutely no place whatsoever for anything to do with rock music, God forbid, at the Super Bowl halftime show. No, 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 you silly person. How dare there be an electric guitar plugged into an amp? How dare there be actual singers? How dare there be stadium rock in a sport that all they do is play stadium rock? How dare you crazy, crazy person expecting a rock act to play the Super Bowl halftime show? What is wrong with you? Crazy people you are. Crazy. Expressly forbidden. Has been expressly forbidden for over 15 years now. What was it, Joel? The Who was the last one we determined, and when was that? 2010?
Something like that. It's been a long time.
Over 15 years. Why have a seat at the table? Why be in the rotation? Nah, yeah, why do anything with... You know, rock is just that little form, you know, that little genre that, you know, nobody cares about. Nobody listens to. Nobody goes to the shows. Oh, what you say? Wait, AC/DC's playing stadiums around the world? Wait, what? Oasis has just sold out 10 nights at Wembley? What? Huh? What? What? Creed is packing arenas? What? Sammy Hagar playing Van Halen, packing arenas? What is that all rock? Oh, we weren't sure. Metallica playing 2 nights in stadiums around the... Oh, yeah, I guess we could have thought about that. But no. Please. Get your head on straight. Can't possibly have a rock act. Nope. This year, the NFL is bringing you Kendrick Lamar. Help me out here, guys. I've heard of him. I'm sure he's a big star in R&B, rap, whatever. But what is he? Is he a rapper? What is he?
Yeah, like a hip-hop artist, rapper, hip-hop artist. Yeah, exactly. It's that realm. But he is super famous and super popular. So he appeals to the pop culture.
All power to him. It has nothing to do with rock music. I'm sure Mr. Lamar is a very talented artist and performer in his genre. It's not about him. It's about the fact that the NFL cannot and will not in any way represent rock music. By the way, they don't represent country. They don't represent I guess all it is pop and hip hop now every single year. I mean, I'm not a country fan either, but, country is enormous. There's enormous stadium level country acts. Zero representation for that genre. It is mind-boggling. As I've said before, I don't care. Like, I would be totally fine with 1 year, you've got your pop act. Next year, you've got your hip hop act. The next year, you got your country act. The next year, you've got a rock act. And rotate. Why the fuck can't there be equal representation of the genres of music at a platform that big? Why? Now, we know that Jay-Z runs the thing, so that, as I said last week, because this just came up on the show, it comes up all the time. We know what his history is, his background is. He's going to obviously gravitate towards artists that he works with, knows in his wheelhouse. Just like if I was running the Super Bowl halftime show, you'd be getting a lot more, you'd be getting predominantly rock because it's what I know. But why can't the NFL deviate? Why can't they diversify? Why can't they give us a little of something different every year? Why can't they say, okay, this year, Jay-Z, your company produces it. Next year, Dick Clark Productions produces it. Next year, somebody well-versed in the world of rock produces it. All any of us are asking for is a seat at the table. And I say this all the time when it comes to rock music. Whether it's an award show. We see the Grammys. The Grammys, like, they don't even televise the rock category. It's so offensive and insulting. We see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we are now struggling to see what percentage of rock acts are nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let that sink in. I mean, what the fuck? And don't sit there and tell me, well, rock is dead. That's utter bullshit. I just gave you 5 examples of stadium and arena level tours. By the way, I just got a stat here that Joel had on the prep today. Green Day, American Idiot on Spotify just went past 1 billion with a B streams. Yeah, rock is dead. My ass. There's another band for you. How awful. Oh my God, it would have been beyond offensive if Green Day played the halftime show. They're only headlining stadiums in this country as we speak, or just did. Again, whether you like these bands or not, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the genre of rock music. Tremonti's going to be on here in a few minutes. Creed played some big halftime thing for the Cowboys at one point, like however many years ago. On their cruise, they were still selling the shirt. Like, why? Why can't we just be represented? Just be in the rotation. It's sickening. It's disrespectful. And, by the way, I'm not the only one who brings this up. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago on the NFL produced and owned show on NFL Network, Good Morning Football. One of the hosts on that show, Kyle Brandt, who I don't know, but he's one of the hosts. He does a great job. He brought it up on an NFL produced, owned show. Before Kendrick Lamar was announced, he actually just said during the show, he's like, isn't it time that we had a rock act play finally again at the halftime show? No, Kyle, apparently it's not. Next time you talk to Roger Goodell and they have him on that show, because again, the NFL owns it. Ask him, hey, Mr. Goodell, any chance you'd ever consider actual guitar, bass, drums, and like an actual rock act again? Ever? Ask him. He's probably, I don't know how old Roger Goodell is. He's probably on the same age as me. Yeah, The Who was in 2010. So it is now 15 years and counting since anything remotely representing rock music. And I'm not talking about, Lenny Kravitz coming out during Katy Perry and playing 30 seconds of a guitar solo. Goodell is 65. He's 5 years older than me. Guy makes billions of dollars. Runs the NFL. 65-year-old guy has got to have some affinity, I would think, for classic rock music. What are you doing, man? Why are you alienating an entire portion of your audience for the last 15 years? And here's the last part about this. And I didn't expect to rant like this to this level. I've got a lot of other news. We'll get to it. We got Mark coming up in a minute. So we got to talk to him. I'll give you other news after that, and then we'll take calls. But here's the final piece of this, which sent me over the edge yesterday when I saw it come up during, I'm watching Red Zone, and I go to Red Zone during the commercials, and then I'm on the Giants, obviously, right through the ugly end. But when I saw it scroll on the screen, the irony of it is I'm listening to, as I'm hearing all the stadiums around the country, and I'm watching Red Zone click through the games. You listen to the music that they're playing in the stadiums. It's Thunderstruck by AC/DC. It's Enter Sandman by Metallica. It's Crazy Train by Ozzy. It's Queen, We Will Rock You. On and on. It's Welcome to the Jungle. It's on and on and on rock acts. You're even starting to hear a little bit of Pantera, Cowboys from Hell, and things like that. In the stadiums, in game. So apparently that's okay. But God forbid we dedicate any time ever in the last 15 years to a rock act in the Super Bowl. God forbid, you crazy people. It's absolutely sickening. Hey, the good news is if you're a rock fan, once again, when the Super Bowl hits early next year, you will have the halftime to, take a beer run, go to the bathroom 10 times over, bake a cake, got to go out and get some supplies. You're good. You're good. Nothing to see here, nothing to hear here. All I'm asking for is to be in the rotation. Sickening.